What is up, TNT? How we doing? Again, sorry for the delay. I was on another live, the Davon Cox case. I want to thank you guys for being here. And then I had to get some soup in between, keeping my throat nice and calm.
First arrived after the murders. I also, for the first time today, spoke to the attorney representing the family of victim Kaylee Gonzalez, talked to him about their relationship with the police right now. It is eerily quiet at the University of Idaho. With graduation over and most finals moved online, there are almost no students on campus. 1 month after the brutal murder of 4 students, and their families are anxious for any information. Victim Kaylee Gonzalez's parents met with the investigators just yesterday, according to their attorney. Have you or the family received any new updates on the investigation?
Well, part of our delay was we met with the investigators yesterday. We met with the prosecutor of the investigators, Chief Fry, and had a meeting with all of them. Part of our that meeting, actually, the kind of the theme of the meeting was 2 things: was accountability and communication.
Attorney Shannon Gray says the family wants a more consistent stream of information from police. He says most of their questions about the investigation have still gone unanswered, but they are hopeful police are doing the right things. New Tuesday, Moscow police released a video with new information about what happened soon after they got the initial call.
I got called at home. It was on a Sunday afternoon, and it took me a second. I really had to think about what I had just heard. 4 murders in Moscow, Idaho is so out of character.
Moscow Police Captain Roger Lanier says it was a somber scene when police arrived.
It was incredibly hard for the community, but it was also really, really hard on our officers. Some of whom were
Rosie.
Very young, and that was the first real major crime scene that they had encountered. So emotionally, it was a very, very draining day.
Police maintain they have information they are not releasing, but they say they still have no suspect and continue to ask people with information on a white Hyundai Elantra seen near the house the morning of the murders to contact investigators. One question that I've been asked over and over again is why no reward? I mean, in other cases, we'll see a big reward. It makes people come out and talk. Why no reward here?
We've been so successful and really can thank the community and the public for all the tips they are providing us. We have so many and good ones. So we're in the process of vetting and categorizing all of those, getting those to the investigative team so they can take action on them right away. So we're in that process. A reward maybe is an option down the road, but we have such good information from the public as we are right now. We're working with that first.
And police today also expressing frustration with all of the rumors and theories on social media. They say those rumors are hurting the investigation. They say there are people connected to the investigation who have even received death.
Wait a second. What? Say what? No. How are we doing, News Nation? Not sure if you guys saw Ashley Banfield's show last night. You guys do know that she watches me, right? You guys know that we're like cool. That's why I can like bust chops with her. So me and AB, it's my nickname, AB. Me and AB go way back. So did anybody have a chance to watch her last night? They do Theory Fridays. Do you guys know that? Not Scary Fridays, but Theory. Yeah, Doc, did you see that? Can you tell the viewers what Banfield showed? So were you guys over here at all yesterday? On my live with Scott Roeder? Well, don't worry. Just in case you missed it, I'm going to make sure that you guys see what AB did yesterday, and then you're going to know what I'm talking about. Great. Gina Misty, great live with Scott. Scott's awesome. Scott's in damn Pompano right now. Lucky bastard. I'm going to finish this out, but yeah.
Threats.
Thank you for watching. Go to.
So again, right here.
those, getting those to the investigative team so they can take action on them right away. So we're in that process. A reward maybe is an option down the road, but we have such good information from the public as we are right now. We're working with that first.
And police today also expressing frustration with all of the rumors and theories on social media. They say,
wow. Okay. So again, I just rewind. This is, just so you guys know, this is obviously back in the day. This is a clip that I wanted to show, to kick off how I'm going to run this episode. But two things. The question about the question about the reward, also the questions, then the question to them saying all these theories and stuff on social media, and these rumors. Well, where do these rumors start from? But yesterday when I had Scott on, I was showing him the 3D images from a lovely artist out of I don't know if it's LA, Los Angeles, LA, or Las Vegas. I can't remember. But thanks there, Marsha. Appreciate that. But basically showed him so he could see like what the car did in front of the house yesterday. Well, AB decides to, show everything about that. So I'm going to show you guys what's going on. But I thought it was hilarious that I was like, oh, AB, you're watching again. Van Life played. It's not her creation, but she put the whole thing out there. It's they do like a collab. So give props to both of them. Thank you, Joe, so much. Happy birthday, Boston. Girl, look out. Look out. Boston, what are you doing for your birthday? Did Joe do Joe, thanks so much for the gifts. Woohoo! So here, I want to show you guys something though. AB last night.
It is Friday Night Theories. You're familiar with it by now, I'm sure. And boy, are we lucky, because a young graphic designer in Las Vegas has put together an incredible 3D graphic animation of what she believes happened at that home at 1122 King Road. She goes by Van Life Adventures and Open Mind Perspective on her YouTube channel. And she partnered with another designer called Asget Industries. And they put together this animation using the probable cause affidavit, police reports, and police press conferences. So again, I have to just give the disclaimer: these are all allegations. Brian Kohberger is only alleged to have committed these crimes, but in her theory, she calls him, how he carried out the crimes. But it is an allegation. But with that said, I want you to take a look at just a remarkable series of events. Take a look.
Brian Kohberger, the suspect, is believed to have entered the neighborhood at 3:29 a.m. Approaching the house, he noticed the lights are on. This hinders his plan, and he now has to rethink things. He continues on to the back, where he sees even more lights on. From the affidavit, we know he drove by the house 3 times in less than 5 minutes, probably trying to figure out what to do next. He finally decides to leave the area for a little while and observes the lights are on one last time in front as he drives off. Cameras show him leaving the neighborhood and exiting on Walenta Drive in this direction. It's uncertain which way he went from this point here, but we know that he is seen here at this location at 3:45 a.m., caught on a gas station security camera. Wondering if this could truly be a 2015 Elantra, I downloaded a known image of one with a similar angle of view. I then entered that into a 3D modeling software and added some lighting and then tilted the camera to get a similar angle. I then animated the image to be traveling at 40 miles per hour, giving motion blur, which ended with this result. Though not scientific, we can see very close similarities that this is a 2015.
You guys, in my Moscow Murders podcast, Visual Web Sleuth podcast, okay, each week I tried to highlight someone's work. And it was 2 weeks ago that I highlighted this girl's work and put it in there because talking about like web sleuths. And then from the Moscow Murders, I put that in my stuff. I gave the girl props, put it all in there. Then me and Scott talk about it. And then here's AB. Here she comes, my girl. We're just always on the same wavelength. That's all. You guys just have some fun with it. Talk about the wavelengths of life.
Elantra. Back to the map. We see the suspect re-enters the neighborhood at 4:04 a.m. He drives up to the house and slows down. Looking at the windows, he sees the lights are now off. Continuing to the back, he checks to see if those lights are off. They are. He's excited. He knows everyone is finally in bed.
He's
But he wants
excited.
to check the front one last time. As he drives down, he's filled with adrenaline, seeing the lights are all off. His brain short circuits for a second as he clumsily tries to turn around in front of the house. It fails, but he regains composure and drives on. He's caught on camera making a 3-point turn at the end of the street to return back to the residence. He does his final drive to the back of the house. In the beginning, most of us believed the 2 surviving roommates, Bethany and Dylan, were sleeping on the first floor.
There.
Since then, we've learned Dylan was
That's my
sleeping
girl right
here
there.
on the second floor, along with Xana and Ethan located here. Kaylee and Madison were located here on the 3rd floor. The dog was located on the 3rd floor and the room by itself. Let's move around and see through the walls into the kitchen, to the back slider, and take a look at the time frames. At 4:04 a.m., the suspect can be seen trying to park his car. At 4:09, approximately 5 minutes later, he enters the house through the back slider. At 4:18, he leaves the house after committing the crimes. At 4:20, he's caught on camera driving away at a high rate of speed. All of this only took 9 minutes. Let's watch what that looks like. The suspect enters through the back sliding door. He pauses at the stairs to look around to make sure no one's up. He then turns and goes upstairs. The first bedroom he stops at and opens the door, he sees no one there. He continues to the next bedroom. Here we know what happens. Downstairs, Dylan.
Okay, so again, this was Friday Night Theories. This was Banfield's Friday Night Theories. So it was on last night. I just thought it was interesting. I had showcased parts of this in the Web Sleuth Moscow Murder episode. I think it's episode 3. Then me and Scott were on yesterday. I was showing him because I wanted him to see the movements of the car. That's what I wanted the outside part. And then now here inside, I really wanted to focus on how many times allegedly Brian Kohlberger would have walked past Dylan's door. And that's the door that gets walked past the most. Okay. And if Brian Kohlberger's never been in that house, you have no idea what's behind that door. Or did he open up that door and nobody was in there? But you walked past this 3 times, not once, 3 times. That's the most accessible door is Dylan's door. No, the door was not locked. If you're going to go by the PCA. So again, want to play this last part out and then show the car again.
Dylan is sleeping. The noise from upstairs wakes her up. She thinks it's Kaylee playing with her dog. She gets up and goes to the door and looks out. She sees nothing there. The suspect then continues down the stairs about 3 minutes later.
Okay, so this is the other thing. They cannot take down this house because
The suspect then continues down the
right here, you need to be able to hear what these stairs sound like.
stairs about 3 minutes later.
What do you think those stairs sound like?
He then heads
Passes the door. So I'm going to go into the 2 rooms that have the 2 people in them.
to Xana's room. Outside, there's a security camera picking up some whimpering, cries, and a thud at 4:17.
So 409, 410, 413. I don't know what, I have to go back and check what that even means there. So 4 minutes is the theory that 4 minutes to kill Xana and Ethan, basically, or at least injure them enough to the point that they're going to bleed out.
We've learned that Xana
But when is she getting up for the second time? So let's take a look.
was found on the floor, which might explain the thud. Dylan again hears something and looks outside her door. She sees the suspect.
Okay, well, Dylan got up 3 times. There's too much movement in that house for me to believe that like Dylan wouldn't have seen him until that last go out. What about anybody going to get the DoorDash downstairs? As we're not coming out right. Van life, it's okay. You guys did great. You saw my message, right? So while I'm in Idaho for like that week long that I'm going there for, did you get my message, Van life? Let me know. Here, if you did, I'm gonna go like this. Watch this. You got my message? Okay, here, cool. Here. There you go. Van life, if you're not too scared, I don't know if you are afraid of panels and stuff like that, but there's the link if you want to pop up. But just because I want to give you guys a shout out personally. But
He walks right past her and leaves.
I want to bring Brian Enton back in.
okay, so AB baby. Yes, I got the message. Okay, cool. So all of this is literally so the reason why, like this house, tear it down, make it a dog park, call it Murphy's. I think it'd be great for the community. But not until the trial's over. All of this movement, you would want to hear how loud all of this is. The only way that you're able to hear that is if you're in there, for me as a jury member. But give me a minute. We have to leave the office. I have a quiet place to talk. Okay, cool. Perfect. So while I was in Idaho, when we go there, I had approached these 2 lovely ladies. As far as I've been working on doing a 3D house. And then as stuff becomes available during the preliminary hearing based on the testimony and my camping out skills, I'll be camping out to make sure that I have a spot under that courtroom. Literally pitching a tent. Have you guys ever camped before because I haven't. Anyways, based off of all the notes I take, the stuff that's going on, to then add these items and these situational things to a house, to a 3D vid in real time. That's the goal. So I was like, you know what? I want to approach these girls. You can only do so many things yourself. You want to try to collaborate with people that you respect their work, and that you can offset each other on your strengths. So what they did with this, I thought was spot on, and doing it for the right reasons. So to be able to pump out in real time during that preliminary hearing week, the information, and then add it as we go. So, but yeah. Let's see but this was on last night.
Brian, you stood out in front of that house for all those days and nights. It is a whole other perspective to see a 3D modeling and an animation. It almost gave perspective I didn't have, despite the amount of reading I've done on this case.
Yeah, I will say, having been outside the house, the artwork, the design is very, very impressive. Even the slope of the driveway, I was watching it and envisioning it in my head. They did a very, very good job with the artwork. The only thing I will say, I mean, it's obviously just a theory. I went through the video. I counted more than a dozen things that I don't know we have proof of. A lot of it's from the probable cause, but I think, connecting some of the pieces and some of the timeline that we just don't know. Obviously, she, filled in some of the gaps. And it is just a theory, but in terms of the design, it is very impressive.
Pretty impressive. Like you said, it is a theory, and it's Friday Night Theories. Brian and Tim, thank you for that. Thank you for watching.
So I never knew that Friday nights was Friday Night Theories. So I'm going to go ahead and write AB. I'm just going to hit her up on her cell phone. We text all the time. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to hit her up and say, hey, I got some theories. I didn't know that Friday night was Friday Night Theories. So when Van Life gets a chance here at a quiet spot, she's going to pop on. Those girls deserve a shout out. I thought it was awesome that AB went to some quality here. So I want to give AB props for going out and getting a credible source there in that 3D make and model. So Friday Night Theories, Ashley Bamfield said to give me a membership too. So yeah, give props where props is due. Hell of a bounce back there. But yeah. Enjoyed it. Van, can you still add to the model? Because, yeah, my model's taken too long. Let me take a look. Because we can add to ours. I'm sure she can add to it. But we can just ask all of that. Oh, wait, where is it at? I said info you have done to News Nation. Oh, thanks, Sarah Manley. You're a sweetheart. Can we add in some White Claws? Oh, thank you there. Yeah, you guys are always great. You guys are always really appreciative. And so thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for the new memberships. Thank you for the super chats, super stickers. But what definitely wanted to give props where props is due. And I just thought it was like when you're on the same wavelengths, it's crazy. I just had showed that to Scott yesterday. So yeah, my issues are though, you really gotta think about the fact that you're going past that door the most. And why wouldn't he attempt to go in that room? And then he walks past. You guys, it's such a small area. You know, it truly is. Like, go watch that TikTok. It is such a small area that, in my opinion, if she saw him, he saw her, because it's just so tight. That's so tight over there. But I think that would be so crucial with the jury seeing that, and depending on how the defense once they have to discredit everything to do about that. Yes, 100%. The 3-point turn looks like something a DoorDash driver would do, but I don't know what car the driver had. It looks like somebody that's, you don't know if you want to use the words lost, or if you are looking for a place to park, that is also what you would do. So let's say that you drive first past and you're like, I'm not parking this far away because people can't see me running out of the house all bloody. I don't know. But to park right across the street, like this part of it, you're going to be on every camera. If you're talking about something that you can't have two theories. You can't say when you're going to go to the courtroom and be like, Brian was stalking them. Then he's going to know where all these cameras are located.
As he drives down, he's filled with adrenaline, seeing the lights are all off. His brain
right there. And that's just, I mean, again, whoever was viewing the video, it's their words on what they think that this car tried to do.
Circuits for a second as he clumsily tries to turn around in front of the house. It fails, but he regains composure and drives on.
Now, also in my work, and I believe a doc's work, I have the car going based on the probable cause. I have the car going because they actually use number 52. Yeah. Suspect vehicle 1 can be seen entering the area a fourth time, approximately at 404. Well, they put in front of 500 Queen Road, number 52. That actually is going to be up by where Linda is. So, like, that first time that it comes by here. Let's see.
He finally decides to leave the area for a little while and observes the lights are on one last time in front as he drives off. Cameras show him leaving the neighborhood and exiting on Walenta Drive in this direction. It's uncertain which way he went from this point here, but we know that he is seen here at this location at 3:45 a.m., caught on a gas station security camera.
They're going to argue that, but
wondering if this could truly be a 2015 Elantra, I downloaded a known image of one with a similar angle of view. I then entered that into a 3D modeling software and added some lighting and then tilted the camera to get a similar angle. I then animated the image to be traveling at 40 miles per hour, giving motion blur, which ended with this result. Though not scientific, we can see very close similarities that this is a 2015 Elantra. Back to the map. We see the suspect re-enters the neighborhood at 4:04 a.m.
Okay, so this is the only thing that I would say that I can, based on the PCA, the only thing that would be different is this part.
He drives up to the house and slows down. Looking at the windows, he sees the lights are now off.
Right there. He goes actually past, he doesn't go up towards the back area that time. He goes to where the Queen Road 500 number 52 is. It's past it, and actually Google Maps no longer allows us to go past it. The way that they went ahead and they messed with stuff. But thank God, anybody that was doing this stuff beforehand and has it recorded, I have video of that. So Van Life is asking for the link. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Sorry about that. So I'm going to be able to give them this tidbit to add, but it doesn't go up past that anyways. So let's see. There you go, Van Link. It's dropped for you, hon. Okay. So again, Google Maps stopped. You can't view it anymore, but if you were doing this stuff before they ended that, you have it. So go back and check your stuff. So I have that, but it's actually past. You keep going straight here, and you're almost coming parallel with Linda, and that's where I believe that they have the footage from, to know that when he's back over there, he passes all the Queen apartments that way. And that's why it's listed like this in the PCA: in front of 500 Queen Road, number 52, and then driving back westbound on King Road. East and west runs this way. Okay. North and south is up and down. So he passes and goes back by where Linda is. Oh, wait, there she is. Hey, what's up, girl? How are you?
Hey, how are you doing? I'm gonna have to lower this one. Hold on.
Okay.
I have you connected to my car.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yep, I can hear you, Van Life. Are you in a van?
No, I'm in the truck this time.
Okay.
Today. Yeah, I'm in the truck. I got my pups with me and working a lot. I gotta tell you.
I feel you on that. Yeah, no, great work on the,
But I definitely wanted to get together with you about how I feel about the animation, because my partner, she only agreed to stick with the affidavit because of any type of lawsuits or any issues with that, and I agreed with her, but I just didn't feel that even the regular commentary, like, oh, he got excited, it should have been a part of that either.
That was my favorite.
Really? I thought it was funny, but at the same time, it's like
he got excited.
Forgive my voice. I have a vocal damage, so my voice will never be normal.
Aw, well, you sound great, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It'll have its ups and downs. So.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So now for the map time, we're not really done with it. We're actually going to have the animation driving through the town, but that was just because she wanted to put it out so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. Now, when you get to the 332, and we found that there's no picture of a license plate at all on that side of the road, I guess in that area, but only on the main roads do they have a snapshot of the vehicle and the license plate.
So wait, you're saying that you have partial license plate? I guess I'm confused.
No.
Could you just repeat what you said? Sorry about that.
Okay, so on the map part where it shows where he was at 332.
Okay, yeah.
Then it shows where he was again at 345, I believe. Yeah,
well, they're just not. The PCA doesn't have the 345 in there, but that came out. That's the gas station's, lead. But they didn't put that in the PCA. But it was presented out to the public, not by law enforcement, but by media, I guess you could say.
Where's the extra voice? Is that me or?
Oh, I can only hear one voice.
Oh, I hear myself. I hear like the past of my conversation at the same time as you. Okay. So I don't know where it's coming from.
Here, do you want me to drop and come back on? Will it help?
I don't know. Because I don't know, because I have it connected to my car, and that's probably why I'm getting the echo.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me get past that then. All right, but now the area where in the community all those driving points were only taking shots of the vehicle itself. They never got the license plate. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No license plate, 100%. And
Yeah.
Yep.
And then away from the area, that's the only time that they did. Now they had to go through 31 Elantras in the area. Sorry about the noise.
They went through 30. They went through 31.
31.
So you're saying there's 31 Elantras in the area. Who did this?
Yep. The police. Yeah, it was all because they have 3 different police reports. So they were ruling all those vehicles out and came up with the closest timeline as possible. You guys are going to hear about this in June. It's 31 Elantras.
31 Elantras, but there's like usually like way more than that. When they're saying that they're 31, do you think that they're referring to that's how many were registered on like Idaho's campus?
Yes, and we're on the area, the campus areas.
Okay. 31. And then but Brian Kohlberger wasn't on that campus, so
he wasn't fired yet or whatever rumor that was. He was still commuting back and forth.
Yeah, to his
time.
Yeah, to WSU. When you say commuting, he lived in his apartment and he went to WSU.
Mhm.
So how many Elantras were on WSU's campus?
I don't know. All I know is that within the area, that's all, they only put that information in. That's all they said. They put nothing else down.
Where did you get did you get a public request?
Yeah. Yeah, and ASGAD's the one that's holding on to the copy.
Okay.
Now my issue with that is I just can't imagine him being all the way over there and then find his way all the way on the other end over there in exactly 8 minutes.
I did it, and it's feasible.
It is?
It is based on Google Maps. Now that you have to so you go on your phone and do it at that time of night, but literally that means no stopping. So that's the only hang up that I have. So it's like, it can be done, but there's no stopping, and so it's not like he could go and drop somebody off and pick somebody up. That would be very, very tight. Because when you're leaving at 3, so if you leave at 3:32 out of there, and you're back scene. So to get from 3, are you going off of 3:32 to 3:45 time frame? Is there
that was the time frame we got. Yeah.
Yeah. So 3:32. How I did it is at 3:32 when you're pulling out of there, it's so easy to be on there at 3:45. Okay.
Okay.
That time frame, it only takes 5 minutes to get to that point. But the thing that it is it's like, where else was he though? Because if I just drove there and back, I'm back to the area way before 4:04. So he had to do other things and just go over by that gas station. That's why I was focused on really, really, and I'm still focused on everything to do with White Avenue over there. Because that's where they were that day, like leading up to that night. Like that's where they were tailgating and stuff like that. I agree. But as far as like the students, but when he came back, the car came back. When the Elantra came back in the scene on camera, allegedly, based on the PCA, when you guys have the car coming back, so I don't know when you guys made this, but Google took the availability to, let me put it right here. Google took it so you could not pass the Queen apartments anymore. Because where technically Queen number 52 is, 500 Queen 52, is it's past. You wouldn't go back behind the house the first time. You would go past the house on an east and west pattern. Okay. Yeah. And that's what I believe. That's where I believe Linda Lane, because I'll pull it up here on a different screen. Let me see if I can pull this out. Linda Lane.
I'm actually agreeing with that direction.
Moscow, Idaho. Yeah. So when I do this, let's see. can I do directions to there from, let's say, 1122 King Road. Okay, so I'm going to share this screen so you guys can see it. Back it up just a tad.
Okay, that's better. I fixed it. I forgot I had the YouTube on.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I forgot all
Oh,
about
so
it.
that was
I
probably
had it off.
struggling for you.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can hear this. And it was very frustrating because I couldn't hear past my own self. But I got it now.
Okay. So what I did here, so you guys can see, is right here, that's, you're able to drive right there in between those two buildings. And that's what he does the first time now, because if I type in, check this out, 500 Queen, oh, geez. Queen Road 52. Please, I can type. See, that has the number 500 there. Oh boy.
Yeah, I see
Okay.
it.
Well, if you actually look, this is a bad example, but if you actually look, the 552, it's at the end of that first building on the right. So like, and how that guy got that is from doing it off of Google. That's why he put that in there. But it's all the way, and see where Linda Lane is right there at the end. Like, I believe that Linda Lane right there, that building there's camera footage from Linda Lane. And then and that's where, so when he first comes past it, he doesn't go up back behind the house the first time. He actually goes straight past in between the two buildings, that tight little area. And he turns around there. And that's what catches him, I believe, on the Linda Lane camera. And then when he comes back, that's where he is attempting to do like, his park that he does, like his, in front of the house, whatever they want to call that. And then he goes down, does a 3-point turn. And then when I think he passed it that last time, I think then that's where he goes back behind. You want to know what's interesting with that is, why would you ever go? Did he make a mistake and he passed it up, to go that far?
I just kind of believe he really didn't know where he was going. I think that he was either riding for somebody or, I don't know. Just, it kind of seems like he was lost as far as I see it, or trying to get to a point but got lost a little bit. Not very familiar with the area at all.
Yeah. So, but based on
I even feel that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I even feel that way with the model that we did, the driving model. And then when you brought up the Ian Harsh stuff, I was thinking, what if he was just there to pick up Ian Harsh?
Yeah.
Not to bring him up again.
He could have been there to get weed. He could have been there to get. I mean, he could be there for a lot of things. This house was a revolving door. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also Ian is right there. He's in that building right across from the house, and we already proved that with the address and the windows, and the fact that he keeps looking out the window, you can see the house perfectly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, he, like, that apartment over, let's just, like, it's right there. And his date of moving in there, I have it as being at the end of, August 31st. Which is,
I would think like Brian may have been like upset, trying to figure out, hey, where's my boy? I gotta bring him home. The carpooling. I mean, that's what I was thinking, but my partner doesn't feel that way at all. So my partner's still gun ho, and this may be the murderer. They may have their man. So we have an opposite about all this.
So you guys are torn. You got one that says they got their man, and the other one's like,
yeah.
I think regardless, they don't have enough people. So Brian Kohlberger may be involved, but there's no way that Brian Kohlberger is involved by himself. That's all I know.
That's where I'm at right there. I'm completely at that. Whether he could prove he wasn't involved or not. He's definitely there. He had to be in a situation somehow. We made the wrong friends.
And they're just like, this guy comes across the country to go to the school. He's putting in 70 hours a week, but yet he's just over there, 12 different times. And somebody wants to act like that's a lot in like a 3-month period. I don't think that that's a lot at all. That could be, 1 day a week for 12 weeks. Also, it's not that he's at their house. He's peeing off of a tower that house uses, just like so many other houses. And you got this guy driving all over the place, but yet it's just white Elantras don't kill people. People kill people, and we can't have any cameras where we can't get this guy walking out of the car at all. Like, that's just wild to me.
Or the license plate, unless he's on a main road. So you still don't even have a picture of a vehicle on the main road. I mean, it still opens up a whole lot of questions with the driving pattern, and it's going to be a really great argument.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm very anxious to see what else they have. I'm very anxious to see if he still had the same cell phone that he had before. But there's
and by law we can't, I want to come up with my own theory and do the whole 3D thing, but if I put it out like that and be swaying the public in that manner, I can get in a lot of trouble putting out what they would say false information.
Wait, what was it? I couldn't hear what you said there. I'm sorry.
Was it the background?
Oh,
right,
yeah.
So,
it was just that cut.
Yeah.
It was like that siren.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm trying.
Girl. Oh no, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick my boots up off the ground, and believe it or not, as talented as I am, I'm homeless. I live in my vehicles, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I do.
Well, are you choosing to live in your, is that like van life? Is that what it's called?
Well, the van life, yes, I'm choosing that. But in the beginning, I was living in my shop, and of course, I travel constantly to do my work, so I'm living in the vehicle no matter how I look at it. So I kind of just left it at that instead of, so I apologize for any noise is what I mean. Mm-hmm. All right, so what I'm saying is, because of some people, like if I put something out, I don't want to get sued or get in trouble.
I didn't want you to put anything out. I was saying, I didn't understand if you know what I was talking about. So in June when I go there and everything starts coming out that it's public, because that's what's going to start happening once the preliminary hearing happens. All I wanted to be able to do is to see if you guys wanted to, I could cipher that information to you, and you guys can put it in the, you know what I mean? You guys can put it in there.
Oh yeah, that would be so helpful.
And then we can do it as like a day by day, as it builds up, like each day, like we're adding to it. You know what I mean? And that way it's happening in real time.
I would like to do that. She'll probably take most of the lead only because I have my other projects that I do, and she has a little bit more time than I do. But we'll end up working on it together.
Yeah, that'd be. I think that you guys have really good work, and
yeah,
I appreciate.
Yeah, a lot of people gave me crap about it because she posts on TikTok first, and I was like, well, I did it right after her, so we kind of posted together, but nobody believed that there was a team effort.
I could tell there was, because you guys did it. Yeah, it was like you were in here promoting like from the van life one, and then that had a different name. So I was like, I don't know which one to use. And I think I did both.
And I've been pushing her to make a website, which she's going to. So I post that. Mm-hmm. I think she really wants to get into this, career, and I'm hoping that she does. As for me, I only wanted to learn because we're both learning. We're
nice.
not, professionals. Okay. I wanted to learn more of the 3D modeling because I designed for restaurants. And so that was my whole reason of doing it. And so we're learning together.
Okay. Well, yeah, same here. I mean, I'm learning too. I think that that's what life's all about. Is the day that you stop wanting to learn, shame on you.
You're right.
That's my philosophy. So, and I really think that I just people learn differently. People are visual learners. People like learn from like if you read me something. So to be able to do both, I think that just really helps your audience. That everybody learns differently. Everybody understands differently. Me and Scott were talking about that yesterday. Like, I think that people would have benefited from the jury and just, I mean, how do you not have 3D models of stuff? If you have that ability. So,
Yeah, but they didn't know that we can do that kind of thing. They didn't, and there's not a lot of people who know how to. I think a lot of youth are growing up to learn how to do this stuff, where they're making video games or, cartoons, and they're just not into crime. That's all. They just didn't have that.
yeah. Yeah. Well, congratulations on all the hard work you're putting in. And, I mean, I admire it. I think it's great. And, so are you guys on the West Coast then?
I'm on the West Coast. I never asked her. I think she's in North Carolina or South Carolina.
Okay. So we got West Coast and East Coast.
Yeah.
Aw.
And the other thing too, like I love her. She's like freaking awesome. She's so smart. She's so amazing. Very outgoing. She's a big time leader in a project. If you put a project together, she's the lead. And it's just I forgot where I was gonna go with that. But she's awesome. That's all I gotta say. I forgot where I was gonna go with that. I apologize. No, but she's the lead in the project. I did tell that to news station to give her all the props as much as possible. I told them exactly what I did on the simulation and what she did, and that we're still learning. That's why we don't even have the animation very well done on the map yet. We're working on that.
Well, you guys are, I mean, just keep on doing what you're doing. I thumbs up away. How long do you think that you, I know when people ask me like how long does it take to make videos and stuff like that, it depends on how many pieces I'm doing and whatnot, but it's very time consuming, when you guys are doing.
We get really lucky too, because there's we can download stuff that's already done, and for the animation process, and we can also use pictures and turn the pictures into a model. We can actually do that, and that's kind of what she did with the car. She turned it into a model.
Turn it into a model.
Or you can just download the car.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. Like, I started off in SketchUp, and
Okay.
she's the one that brought me to. It's called Blender. You'll really like it.
Yeah.
Blender's
Yeah, I started buying a bunch of software too to like check different things out, and I mean
your best software is and the cheapest and free is Blender. Okay, if you're into Adobe, believe it or not, it's a lot of illustrations from Illustrator from Adobe.
Okay.
Doing the exact same thing. But it costs money though for Adobe. So when Blender came out, I was in love.
You were in love, girl. Look out,
I was
girl.
in love.
Well, you need to take that van and go on into Idaho, man.
I want to, but I'm working on restaurants right now, and I can't leave until I'm done. And I also did one in Idaho.
We could totally use your van to have our tailgating for truth. That's the name of the tent we're doing for Idaho.
When you plan on going down?
Oh, we're there. Yeah, we're there from like, I don't know, we're there for like 7 days.
7 days. What month?
It's in June. Yeah.
Right. As long as I don't have to be in Colorado in June. So I know I gotta be there in May.
Oh God, Colorado's a shithole.
It is, but I gotta do an appointment there.
Yeah. If
So
I never have to go to Colorado the rest of my life, literally, I'll be the happiest clam you can possibly see on the planet.
well, I know I gotta be there in May, and I don't even know what this project's gonna entail. So.
Oh
So
gosh.
that's
Well,
what's up.
I'm so glad that you popped on here, and I'll email you, and then I'll email both you guys, and just like give you guys some of the ideas I was having, but it was a lot to do with I don't know if we have the capability to do stuff to mimic sounds. Don't know if that's
Yeah, even what type of sounds are you talking about?
well, just like the what Dylan would have heard that night as far as coming down the stairs, like
Oh, you want the words in there? It's called,
outside stuff,
yeah, look up Speech-a-lo.
Okay.
Okay, look that one up, and you should be able to do that. There's also apps that you can do that with too on the cell
Oh yeah, I have my software here that I use. I bought a complete system, but
phone.
I'm teaching myself something new every day. Like and then I find myself in the weeds. I'm like, oh my God, I just spent 3 hours literally on like a 10-minute or 10-second thing that I wanted to like learn.
It's how long it takes. I do video editing as well, because I have a business with video editing, and I put people to work. It takes like probably a week, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 30 days to get a project done, or even more, depending on the project. Yeah, it's not. It's as fast as you watch it. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Do you think that you'd be able to mimic someone getting in the car?
We could do that. I haven't done it yet, but we could try. Yeah, remember we're still learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been reenacting some things with like I've been putting myself like paint on some parts of like where my body is, and when you would get in a car in areas that you wouldn't think that you would touch, and just I've been just messing around with that. Because Nancy Grace, she was all like, there's no way something is in that car, something's outside that car. And I'm over here like depending on how long you have with a car, and depending on if he was able to, there's no blood coming out of that house. I'm curious where this blood is, but I applaud. I applaud you.
They also didn't have to put in all the information in order to get the arrest. That's what I was told too. Because all right, baby, stop. Baby, I don't need you barking at anybody. Because I was also wondering, they said no blood trails besides a footprint, but was that true? And they just said they don't have to tell us anything. They don't have to go any further with X amount of information. But for them to go up that hill, they had to be following something that went up that hill, outside that house. So they didn't disclose that either. And they knocked on Ian Harsh's door, to see if he heard anything. 'Cause, he's like right there.
Did you see? You need to go check out the episode where we showed the body cam of him getting arrested. It was just.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine him though? Like, I need to do a reenactment of that interview that he does. He is. You know what he's really good at? He's a manipulator.
Yeah. Oh, and also.
He's an actor. He's an actor, all right. I was looking.
Yeah, and he also changed. He changed his mannerism, his voice. He went from being a valley boy to trying to be like a brother. I don't know if you heard his.
He's a chameleon.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know about you, but we can't trace him anymore after the 2 apartments. And I thought I traced him to California, but the California pictures and videos are old, and I thought it was more new, and it's not. And Yeah, so and him picturing taking a photograph of that Elantra in California. That's actually old, and all he did is repost it and go, "Oh, they're following me," and at the same time wondering if it's really him because of
Hey,
Justin.
girl, where are you headed
Yeah,
now?
Justin.
Where's the van headed?
Right now I'm headed towards the
The
strip
beach?
area here in Vegas.
You're going to a
No,
strip club?
No, 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 no. I'm in Las Vegas.
They
I'm
have
headed
tons of
towards my
strip clubs
shop.
there.
Yeah, I don't do that. No.
I'm just playing with you, girl. Oh, you're a
Yeah, I mean,
sweetheart.
I
I was just
wish I could do
joshing
that.
you.
Oh, it's okay. I was like, I wish I could dance like that. Let me tell you. No, I got something in my pants. Holy cow! All right.
As long as it's not blood, we're good.
No, it's my little pup.
Aw.
She's waiting to get out of the car, and
Oh,
so
good.
is the other one.
So I have a place to stay when I come to Vegas. Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
can
on an
always
11-day
chill.
road trip.
Okay, I don't have a bed, but we can make it happen.
Oh shit,
I
girl.
can
We'll
make
just get
it. I can make.
hotels. Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, does your van not have like all like the what do you call it? Oh, do you have
I
like a
have
Cash
the
App
bed
or
in there.
anything? Do you have a Cash App or anything?
I do. I think I posted some of it on my in the descriptions. It was the first time putting it up there. Somebody told me to do so.
Okay.
That it
Yeah,
would be a good idea.
I want to donate, so I'll just go to your page then.
Oh, thank you. I don't
You guys can
know
can
where
you
I
drop
put
Van
it.
Life's link in chat, please? There you go.
Yeah, I don't know where what videos I put it. I think so the recent one. All right, babies, we're almost there. Okay. I apologize, but that's just how it goes.
It's okay. You're awesome. I love it. All right, go enjoy. I appreciate you taking the time away. Like I know you were doing a million things for you just to pop on.
Oh no,
Give
it's fine. I really wanted to talk about it with you. I really did, and I'm sorry that I know you've been on this podcast so long, and I apologize for holding you on here too.
That's okay. I appreciate you.
We got
Thank
to
you
go
so
back
much.
to work. I won't be able to do any lives or anything until Monday, so I'm completely booked. I'm building a new restaurant. It's called Cafe Lola,
Oh,
and that's
good.
I think it's in Caesar Palace.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's where we're.
Well, go do
Yeah,
your
so
thing,
that's what I do.
and I'll be in
Okay.
touch. But I definitely I'm gonna try to work something in with
And you have my
especially if you
email?
could. Yeah, I have it. I think I have it.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, it's adventuresmilo@gmail.com or
yes, that's the one I have.
optimcss@gmail. I
Okay,
have
hon.
two, so either
Okay,
one.
cool.
All right.
Well, yeah, because I have some opportunities. I'll email you and see what you think because it's about other cases as well for like this type of stuff that has to do with like some reenactments. So I think that we could kind of collab on some really good things and maybe get you guys some extra money and stuff like that if you are up for it.
Oh, that would sound good. Let me talk to my girl too because I don't really want to do like
Yeah,
all the
talk to her.
cases.
Talk to her.
Yeah, I want to.
I hope you guys are doing
Yeah,
well.
because she deserves this opportunity. This is her
Absolutely.
thing. Sure. All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh no, thank you, hon. You take care, and I will be in touch. I'll talk to you here soon. Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Bye, Trace. Oh, she's a doll. You guys, she was driving. Of course, her mic isn't going to be like the bullet. I love women empowering other women. I love that. I think that it's I just love people empowering people, period. Like, come on. So, anyways, all right, guys, I'm going to start dropping the link. You guys have 3 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on. If you grab the link, you have 3 minutes. Once the timer goes off, it's not me being rude, but you do get you get the click. So again, don't take offense to it. You got 3 minutes. You have to show your face behind, so I know that you're a real person. Please be clothed, and please make sure that your content is PG-13. Okay. LOL, have people not be clothed. Gina Marie, you have to be clothed. And action. Oh man, I forgot to ask her if she liked cats. I think she's a dog person though. I'm just gonna email AB really quick and see if she wants to come on. I know she's been foaming at the mouth to get interviewed by me. Oh, did I not drop it properly? Gina, I mean, here's your dream come true. There's your link. I can't believe you're not like just hovering over it. You guys, don't you miss the days of COVID when you could just do everything via Zoom and you could just act like you had like your nice shirt on, but then underneath you're just like in just whatever. Let's get a little shout out here. Again, it's a shout out for it's Boston's birthday, and I was trying to get this app working so I could play a bingo game with her on her birthday. Boston donates all her time for me. Okay. Ready? Welcome. Can you hear me? Oh, you might have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Yep, you're good.
Oh, okay.
You're live.
Oh,
You're live. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What first name do you want to go by?
You can call me Pam.
Pam. Hi, Pam. I'm Lana. So, what do you think? IDAHO4. What? You think they got the right guy?
Well, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, it's like so crazy, and I look down every rabbit hole. But I think what I think is interesting is so I think what I think is, can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. I'd like to know, it's kind of out there, what you think of the Brent eye picture and what you think of.
I saw that. The one that Crime Circus did, right?
Yeah,
I think it's interesting. I don't think it's a perfect match or anything like that, but I definitely think it's interesting. I think that Crime Circus does a great job. Fan of his channel. I think there is obviously something surrounding everything that happened to Brent. So, what was it?
I don't think he did anything. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that it's a little strange with all the timing.
Oh, without a doubt. And I just think that the everything's being so hush hush about it. So absolutely, I think that there is something
in the hush
that's weird about it. I also think the whole, this whole roommates were murdered, and then a month later, then there's a guy there's another like a roommate theme. You know what I mean? I think that's
roommates.
What was it? What'd you say, hon?
And where are the roommates?
Oh yeah, I never heard of them.
Like
never
roommates.
Yeah, I don't even know if they exist.
So basically, I think that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. So, but the eye thing definitely. I also know there's a lot of internet trolls out there, so people like to do stupid stuff. You know what I mean? And make something like. Not saying that he did that because I don't think he did it at all. But we just can never. Pictures nowadays, when you see a picture, you know, is it Photoshopped? Is it real? Is it this? So,
yeah.
All right, Pam. What else? You got anything else?
That's it.
All right, Pam. Well, you did good. You did good. Well, thank you for being here and thank you for supporting the channel.
Take care.
All right, girl. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
All right. Christy, is that it? Christy?
Hi, baby.
What's up, girl? How are you?
Are you serious? I'm on with you right now.
Yeah, what?
Hi.
Hi, what's up? What's shaking?
Wait, I feel like I have an echo.
Are you listening off of YouTube?
I have an echo. I think I have an echo.
Oh, you're fine. I can hear you fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on YouTube, just mute YouTube.
All right, hold on. Wait, is that better?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, cool. Now I can hear you. Yay.
Okay, good. Yeah, see, there you go.
Hi, love.
What's up, girl?
Oh
What do you?
my God, it's so cool to talk to you.
I know what's going on. So, what do you think?
Rock.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh my God.
Thanks.
Anyways,
We should do a shot. You want to do a shot?
Good God, girl. Hells yeah.
All right. What do you want to do a shot of?
I don't know. What you got? I don't got shit. What you got?
I'll go grab a fireball for you.
I love Fireball.
This is great.
Dude.
All right, throw your thoughts out there to the folks.
Do it, girl. I freaking love you. Hells yeah. How do you know I like Fireball? This chick knows me. Can't stand her. I can't stand the fact that she knows that I probably have Fireball in my room. Whoop whoop.
All right, here we go. Sorry, I don't even know. I
can't even.
I just grabbed the Angry Orchard for you. I'm gonna just give you a cheers. There you go. Cheers.
I can't freaking even with you. How the hell did you know that I would have some?
Did you have Angry Orchard?
Hell no, I got Fireball, bitch.
You didn't have anything.
Because I'm lying through my teeth.
No,
you're trying to quit drinking, okay?
Okay.
But hell's screw it. Cheers.
This is for Boston's birthday. Happy birthday, Boston.
Happy birthday, Boston. Who's Boston? Is that your kid?
Oh no, that's one of the mods. One of my best.
Oh, mods. Right on. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Yay. So what do you think? You think Brian's the guy?
Oh, for crying out loud. I think it's Brian. I think it's Brent. I think it goes deep. I think the cops are involved. I think it's a dirty, dirty town. I think Greek life is dirty, dirty. I think there is so much involved. And I think you're on it, girl.
I think it's deep.
It's so deep.
I would agree.
Kidding me?
I would agree.
And this list of crap, are you kidding?
Oh yeah.
Some of it is like, oh, we got a knife. Are you like, you're right, really? And then it's like a Smith and Wesson knife. Like, really? Really? And then like a black this and a black that and a black hoodie and a black this and another computer and a motherboard. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
I know. Like, I am the motherboard right here.
You are the motherboard, girlfriend.
I wish I had a motherboard.
Hell yeah, man.
I need Jay for Justice to help me get my stream deck going.
Dude, I need my kids to help me get anything done around here. Like, I have no idea. Like, even what I look like.
See, I do everything for my son. I ask him all the time.
I should have put like makeup on before I got on with you because you got so many friggin' fans. You're so awesome.
Thank
you.
I
just kind of got into this shit. Like, honestly,
I
became obsessed with this IDAHO4 and like, I was like, I just can't believe this happened.
Oh, right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a nightmare. Honestly,
really? It's awful.
They go from one day saying it's, everybody's safe. There's not a crazy man out there. And then you arrest someone like Brian Kohlberger. And I'm like, he is the crazy man.
Really? This guy? That guy? Him?
Yeah.
He's kind of crazy, creepy, weird, but could he really do that to 4 people in the amount of time they said he did it and not leave any blood and then nobody calls 911, nobody smells it. There's no blood trail, the vans, but there's no vans. Nothing makes sense. Nothing.
You're right. All right, girl. Well,
I'm sorry. No, I'm over it.
No, you're not. You had like 10 more seconds. So
I got 10 seconds.
Any last things? Any last shout outs?
Dude,
what part of are you from? Are you from like the United States?
I am from Ohio, Cleveland, bitches.
Wait, you're from Cleveland? I grew up in Cleveland.
I'm from Cleveland.
Look at that. All my family is in Cleveland.
Dude, you've got Wahoo?
Yeah, I got
the Chief baby. My grandfather used to sing the national anthem for all the Indians games. Rocco Scotty was my grandfather, and I don't know if I could see that because
I want some tickets. Come on, girl. I want opening day tickets.
Girl, I can get them. I went to every single opening day. Like I was actually cut out of school for every single opening day. For every baseball game.
Are you going?
I wanted to be the first American baseball player.
I got Elfie coming up next. Are you doing the St. Patty's Day? You going downtown for the St. Patty's Day?
No, I work. I wake up at like 2 a.m.
Oh, girl. Okay.
Like, I rewatch you at 2 a.m. I watched the drunk turkey show, and like there's like these guys I watch, and I watch all you people, and I love y'all. But it's like
we have the best peeps.
I'm sorry though, I'm keeping you too long.
All right, no, you're awesome. What name do you go by in chat?
I go by Christy.
Oh, okay, well, Christy, keep rocking on. Thank you so much for popping on here. Appreciate you.
Sign
All
language,
right,
and I
love you too, girl. Cleveland all day. Yeah, Christy, woo! Straight out of Cleveland. All right, so let's see. We got Elfie. Elfie, where you at? Hi, Elfie.
Oh,
hi.
Elfie is out of Maryland.
Maryland, hi. How are you?
And I've killed Double Hills behind me instead of Homer, Maryland. So that's for the Wright brothers. But I've been watching you for weeks.
Okay. What do you think?
Years. And I'm impressed by the way that you are actually thinking and willing to take information, chew it up, throw it out, bounce it around, not worried about really.
Thank you. Yeah. I stopped caring what anybody thinks a long time ago.
And what really hit me in looking at this, oh, you got to.
Yeah.
I'm an ex-teacher, and I'm a science teacher, and I taught kids that science was not believing something, science is proving something. And also, it's skeptical, it's honest, it's open. That's really what I taught. And this idea that now it's science is believe, whatever the popular opinion is, go with, is totally wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And looking at this, I have no idea who's guilty, but I know what's being presented isn't what the truth is going to turn out to be, not even close.
Yeah.
And the big thing that hit me, and I know everybody's a victim, but the people who say they're witnesses and say they see bushy eyebrows would have said that weeks ago, back in November. And they would have given a single lone person with a height, with a description, with a sex. And if they were worried about safety and making sure, everybody was looking for the right person, they would have had a fairly good description.
Yeah.
And the fact that matches this guy, Brian, after he's caught, but not when they're looking for anybody.
Yeah.
Kind of stinks. That makes me wonder what's going on.
100. I mean, you had his name, you had his car on 11/29, and you let him travel across the country. Why wouldn't you ask him about his car? I mean, hey, you have a white Elantra. We've been going through the database. We came across yours. It's that simple. And that's what the cops said they were doing with the leads. So think about this, guys. Think about all the leads that came out about these white Elantras. They didn't call Brian Kohlberger. Why would they call anybody else? And they're going to have to explain that in court, especially if they did call people. Then when you did have Brian Kohlberger, why didn't you call? When you had his information, why didn't you call him? Well, we saw that he was a PhD student. We thought he was just, oh my God, this is our guy. Come on now.
And then the other thing that's hitting me.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, what's hitting me is they have all this, like the animation was good. It showed the car going back and forth. But what I'd seen before were all the kids roaming, the cops roaming. There's a lot more going on in the neighborhood. So this car by itself, what about pedestrians? You saw the kids roaming by the cops in that video you showed us, weeks ago. This is all at the same time period. It seems a lot more not like a confused guy who then acts like Superman for 8 minutes.
Yep.
Not confused at all in the dark house, not worried about guns or screaming or phones. That doesn't match. It seems more like he's meeting people where it has nothing to do with it.
Also, they have all the cars parked along, the street. So that's going to impede as well, like cameras, to be able to get that clear, description of this vehicle, depending on where those cars are parked in the street. So, yeah, I agree. I love it. We had a male up here. Give our props. Oh,
I'm appreciative, Sam. I always used to teach female students that
yeah.
women need a place. My wife's a math teacher and
Oh,
math
she
and
is?
science.
Okay.
And back when I first started years ago, it was more innovation. I'm a girl. What do I know about science? And of course, now that's kind of gone. I'm an old guy, but it really is important that no idea is crazy, that no speculation is crazy, but don't go with a vote like what is the most popular, but start eliminating what fits, what doesn't fit.
Yep. Start
And with
eliminating.
this,
That's perfect.
it's possible everything is said is true and it's going to come out that way. But
Yeah.
what kind of stinks to me is when it's like guilty, 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 like whoever it is. I just don't like the way that was put out. And I think it
Yeah.
had more to do with university and the spring semester and
Oh, yeah.
making sure things. And meanwhile, their students I know are in different countries now. They've left to study abroad. There's students who've left the state. There's students who've lawyered up, and something really stinks here. So
I
I will
agree.
leave you and the wiser people who put more time into this.
Yeah.
to
Well,
sift it. But just letting you know, there's a lot of people out there who really believe in skepticism and patience.
yeah. Well, good. It was good to talk with you. Thanks for being here. And who's smarter, you or your wife?
If my wife can hear me, she is. No, she's actually smarter, but I'm more stubborn.
Okay. So, well, how long have you been married?
Oh man, 27 years.
Okay. What's the secret?
Oh, the secret is the real secret to a good marriage is you have to pick the right person. That's it, period. Okay. You have to put up with all the crap from me and from her
Oh, that's great.
and realize that's what it is, right? That's the secret.
Good
Pick the
answer.
right person, you're set.
Yes. All right, Alfie, you're awesome. Thanks for being here, and I will talk with you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Good talking to you.
Good talking to you too. Have a good one, babe. Alfie just took my heart there. What is up? We got Annie. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hope
Welcome.
you're feeling better. Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
I am. I've been chugging
All right.
chugging some Airborne and soup,
Yeah,
lots of
yeah.
water.
Tea, honey, soup. That's how
Tea.
you got to do it.
Yeah. Well, what's up? What's up?
And Fireball, and take some Fireball.
Gonna try. Yeah. How are you? What's up? What do you think? What are you thinking today?
All right. So today I'm on a whole nother level. It happened. I'm on a whole nother level. All right. So I was kind of going back over timelines and stuff, right? And I had to go back and watch the press conference because I wasn't sure and I wanted to be sure. I remember in the beginning, when law enforcement was first giving their press conferences, they stated that the two surviving roommates were out in the community and were home by approximately 1 a.m.
Mhm.
And then before everybody got gagged, Xana's dad did an interview where he talked about how he had spoken to her around midnight and she was at home
Correct.
with Ethan. And I'm thinking in my mind, okay. But then this PCA comes out. We got these PCAs. We got this timeline, which to me is fabricated. But either way, we'll go by what it says. I noticed it changed. So it went from Bethany and Dylan being home by 1 a.m. to all of a sudden, Bethany is now able to identify Ethan and Xana at a Sigma Chi party at 1:45 a.m. Which I don't know how she could do that if she was.
Well, it's because of the language. So the language that I think that they say, I think it's page 3.
Be why the story would change. Hello?
Right here. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So on the evening of November 12th, 2022, Chapin and Xana are seen by Bethany at the Sigma Chi house from approximately 9 p.m. to 1:45 a.m. And
Right.
also estimated that approximately 1:45 a.m. that's when they returned home. Now, they went back and forth. So I printed off all the different press releases. They
Right.
went back and forth with it. With what I believe it is they were not seen there the whole time from 9 to 1:45. And in fact, it was that.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm not even saying that they were at that party until 1:45. What I'm saying is I think originally Bethany lied because we know that she has no problem lying to cops. We've seen her do it on body cam, pretending like she don't live there and stuff.
Well, it depends if
When
that was
she does-
her or Emily. I mean, it's still like up in the air on who it was.
That's
but-
Bethany. That's Bethany 100%. That's Bethany. There's no doubt about it. That's Bethany. Okay. I've zoomed in on it. I've watched it over and over. It's her. It's Bethany. I don't give a shit what
That's
she says.
Mofo Bethany. Yeah, also
Yeah.
what makes sense to me is, well, I don't know, but that night was Emily's birthday party. It was her 21st birthday party.
Mm.
Was that party night? Was that night? So yeah, but I
Well,
think
here's my thing.
either
I don't
way,
understand how
I
it's
agree with
Bethany.
you.
So originally, law enforcement saying that the two surviving roommates are home at 1 a.m. Clearly not. I'm
and they
guessing
were-
when they did the forensic downloads of the phones, obviously they found something on her phone that shows she wasn't at home at 1 a.m., which is why she can all of a sudden identify Ethan at a party till 1:45. Is my guess.
Yeah, if you're home at
I think
1, if you're home at 1 o'clock, how are you vouching for anybody being anywhere till 1:45?
Correct.
I mean, that's
And then
simple
you know
math.
the whole they were in bed by 2 a.m. You
Well,
weren't in bed by 2 a.m. No, you weren't. You weren't sleeping by 2 a.m. if you're identifying him at a party at 1:45.
well, they said that they were home. Everybody was home by 2 in their rooms by 4.
Mm.
But either way, who's the last people? For you to say that everybody was in their rooms by 4, you have to be the last person out
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So is that coming from Dylan or is that coming from Bethany? And the only thing that comes from Bethany is the statement that has to do with the 9 to 1:45. It's Dylan that talks about that everybody was in their rooms by, now 4 a.m.
I'm kind of on a level right now where I'm going, wait a minute. All right. Now I kind of, wanted to take like a 360-degree view of this from above, go back to the beginning. And I noticed, way more discrepancies than ever before. But the main one for me is if Xana's dad talked to her at midnight, I believe Xana's dad over Bethany, Dylan, or anybody else saying wherever Xana was. I believe Xana's dad. So if he spoke to her at midnight, she's home with Ethan watching a movie. Dylan and Bethany supposedly come home at 1. Kaylee and Maddie don't get home till like 1:58. And then Kaylee and Maddie, their last text messages go out at 2:52. I'm under the assumption everybody was already gone by 3:15, and we're getting a totally fabricated timeline of events based on the surviving roommates lying to the police from the jump. That's my theory. That the entire timeline's fabricated and off.
Oh yeah. I just, hey, if everybody wants to go based off of the Alec Murdoch trial, at the moment that Kaylee and Maddie stop making phone calls, it's because they're dead. So they're.
I think they were calling for help. I think they were trying to call for help, honestly, to whatever was going on in the house.
Well, that makes no sense. Wouldn't you want to call 911? I just think that the logic of that, though, like if you want to talk about logic, so in my opinion, Kaylee and Maddie stop using their phones, and no one makes their phone call after 1:52 a.m. Why would then they're dead?
It was like 2:52. The last.
I mean, I'm sorry, 2:52.
Yeah.
2:52. So
the last call goes out, right, and then neither of their phones call them again.
Yeah, but I'm even saying if their phones don't move, then I would be presenting it like the like they were dead if I'm the defense, because Brian Koberger's car is not seen there until 3:30. Get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you really want to hone in on that, because that's what they did in this trial
Well,
that we just saw.
I don't believe it was Brian Koberger. So that's why I think they had to lie about, they had to fabricate a suspect that's going to fit the fabricated PCA and the fabricated timeline. To me, it's all fabricated from the jump. That's kind of on my level where I'm at right now. I'm under the assumption they're all lying.
I love
and
it.
they've been lying from the jump.
Well, I think that when it says that you have given multiple, when you're giving multiple interviews, your interviews should just be more information's coming out. If it's going back and forth on like, well, this is what you said here, now you're saying this, versus like if I'm just giving you more information based on like, hey, I have to ask you these questions because I didn't ask you those questions before. So I'm curious on how many different statements there are that are conflicting between, you get what I'm saying? I want to know based on, and you're going to have that in the discovery with when you interview whoever, okay, this is what they said at this interview. Now at the next interview, what did they say? And I'm curious to know what questions are even asking, because, you know, I can only give you information based off of what you ask me. If you don't ask me something, I can't tell you something.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Well, there's a lot. I think that's also too why they immediately did the forensic downloads on the phones. Supposedly, this is how they were able to verify that Xana was active at 4:12 on her TikTok, right? Because they did forensic downloads on the phones, everybody's phone in the house, including the roommates.
Yeah, and you want to know what's interesting though? I'm curious if they have everybody's phone still, but that they own.
I want to know who got into Kaylee's account.
Somebody
did something with her account.
The only way that they're saying that they're determining that the crimes happen between 4 and 4:25 is based off of Dylan, like off of the surviving roommates' phones. They're not saying, they say it right here when they're doing this, and it's just interesting to me. They say the combination of DM statements to law enforcement, reviews of forensic downloads of records from Bethany and Dylan's phone, and the video like out here, like surveillance. That's what the investigators are determining, and they believe that the homicides occur between 4 and 4:25. I have an issue with that. That tells me that everybody else's phones contradict that.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say. If I'm on the defense, you need to focus in on Kaylee and Maddie's phone time, because I'm telling you, I don't believe that they use their phones again after 2:52 a.m. And if you're going to use the common sense that they wanted everybody to use in, South Carolina, well, they didn't use their phones again. They locked up then, so they had to be dead.
Yeah. I don't even necessarily think they died at 2:52. That's
no, but I'm saying if I'm the defense, though.
Right. Oh, for sure.
You want to push that narrative.
Ann Taylor's going to have a field day with almost every single thing that's been presented so far, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm more, even the whole, when Kaylee's sister is talking about how, exactly 12 hours almost to the time after the crime, someone accesses their LinkedIn and deletes it. And I'm like, at 11:58 at night, the only people with access to that phone or computer are law enforcement, or someone stole her FIDO key if she had one. That's the only way. I doubt she's giving anybody. She was IT, it's what she studied. I'm sure she had a FIDO key for all of her accounts and passwords. And I doubt she was leaving her laptop wide open in the house where there's 150 people coming in and out of for parties where anybody can access it. I'm almost positive she probably had everything password protected, had her passwords and everything on a FIDO key, so that when she does go to use the laptop, she pops the FIDO key in. It's got whatever she needs. Boom, boom, boom. She's into her accounts and logs out when she's done. She wasn't stupid. I don't believe by any stretch of the imagination that girl was stupid. She knew exactly what she was doing.
I don't think she was stupid at all either.
And whatever was on her LinkedIn, they didn't want anybody seeing. That's why it was deleted. Why
Yeah.
not delete the TikTok?
Yeah,
Why not?
100%. They don't want her to. They don't want nobody. In my opinion, with that, she had on there where she had previously worked at, and that's the information I wanted. And
where she was going.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think it had something
Or
to do with
maybe,
where she was.
you know, knowing her where she's IT, I wouldn't doubt it if she had a link embedded somewhere for something that maybe nobody, you're not going to know what it is unless you're looking for it.
I'd find it.
You're going to hack her accounts. Why not just delete her TikTok, her Instagram, or delete all of it? But you only went for the LinkedIn? That doesn't make
Well,
any sense.
I don't believe if law enforcement told me that they didn't do it, you think I'm going to believe them? I'm not going to believe
I don't believe them at all. 100%.
Yeah, you could tell me that all day. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's the truth. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
You also told me
because
that
it would be illegal for them to do it. So,
okay.
Yeah, well, it would be illegal for law enforcement to do it, so they'd have to deny it anyway. They're not going to admit it.
Well, they wouldn't. Now that they deleted it, they could preserve it and take it offline. You can't delete it. It's like Facebook. You could you'd want to preserve all these people's social media, so you have to do preservation requests and.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. The whole thing blows my mind.
I did tell the Gonsalveses to get you can do a history. You can request a history transaction of that account, and it'll tell you.
Oh my God! Speaking of transaction, listen. Who is? I figure if anybody's going to remember this name, it's you. Who is Claire? Not Hannah Clear. Claire, Claire. Is there a Claire that you remember anything about coming up?
I can go back and check. Claire.
I have no last name. I don't know if she is tied to the frats. I don't know if she's alumni. I don't know who she is. But the only reason I bring her up is because I stumbled across a picture of Xana. Okay. And remember, so I don't know if it was you or somebody else. Somebody had did a video on, someone had left a comment on social media talking about you're not going to find a live perp, Moscow PD. You don't know Claire. And people thought, oh my God, maybe it's a play on Clear, Hannah Clear, right? And people going nuts about it. And then I stumbled across a photo today of Xana. And I found it on the account. I'm not going to say the name of the account that I found it on. Like, if you want to know,
you're down. You're down. Yeah, you're in that sick social media. You keep clicking, and I know what you're doing.
Well, see, I'm not gonna disclose this.
Yeah, no.
I would send it to you if you wanted to know it, just so you can verify it for yourself. But I stumbled across it today, and it's a picture of Xana, and someone is holding up her hand in the photo. And in giant black magic marker, they wrote on her hand, "Property of Claire." And it immediately made me think of the post referring to the "you're not going to take a live suspect, Moscow PD, you don't know Claire." And I'm like, who is this Claire? You know, it's probably nothing. It's probably a rabbit hole.
Is it spelled CLAIRE?
Yeah. And I don't remember ever hearing the name Claire at all.
Let me look into it.
But I figured,
send me the picture through the email.
Yeah, I will.
And
I'll tell you the name of the person.
You know what year the picture was taken?
It was taken, I want to say Halloween, October.
So this October, the picture was taken?
October 2022, yeah, like right before. It would be what, November 13th, October something, November 13th, so like a month before.
Okay.
And it said, I just thought it was strange, "Property of Claire." And I was like, huh, and it made me think of the post that the person made talking about you're not going to take a live suspect. You don't know Claire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's this Claire? And the person's social media that I found it on is sus to begin with. This is the person that people, you know, we're talking getting paid on Venmo and stuff. So.
All right, yeah, send it through email, and I'll take a look, and then I'll send it back on over what I find for you. I'll let you
All
know.
right. Yeah, I will. I will. Thanks for having me on again. I love your show.
I know. Love you too, girl. You rock. You anything cool planned for the weekend?
Well, we just got a huge snowstorm here today. I just
Yeah,
had
a
to
lot of
dig
my
my
friends are.
like a foot and a half of snow.
Okay.
So
Well,
chilling. Tomorrow I'm making soup and cookies. That's what I'm doing.
I know I think I'm gonna do a huge big pasta party on Sunday sauce.
Nice.
Get all the
Nice.
Italians on over.
Well, you got to take care of yourself too and drink tea and feel better.
I am. Thank you so much. Love you, girl. You be careful, okay? I'll talk to you soon. And yeah,
Take
just
care.
send me that picture through email, and then I'll get back to you. I'll send you what I have.
All right.
I'll look
Word.
through
Talk
my
to you
stuff.
later.
I can signal some letters, so I'll see what I can do.
All right. Cool.
All right,
Talk to you later.
Sorry about that. I did accident. Thank you then for those super chats there. Get yourself a pizza party. I was like, man, Jet sounds good. Annie's always great. She's a thinker. Love it. Love it. Love good conversation. Don't forget to add your meatballs. Sure won't. Thanks. All right, guys, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. Do me a favor on your way out. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down, make yourself known. Not everybody's going to be going down Claire rabbit holes. It's okay, though. Give you something to do in this snowstorm. I may be back later for a nighttime recap. I'm working on a video, though. So, like, I will start editing, and then I get all... Next thing I look up, I'm like, oh, my God, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I got to go to bed. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, my God. Because I'm like, I got to get it, So, but... Yeah, you guys are awesome. Yes, I remember Claire was mentioned once. Claire. Later. Yeah, I'm throwing a birthday party for Boston. Later. Thank you so much for that. I was a little too excited to talk to you. No, you weren't. I loved it. I'm torn between taking Boston to Benihana for her birthday. Or pizza. I know, who can how does that even compare? How do you have two wide varieties of what you want to eat? Amazing thinker, Anne. Yes, love her. Love it. I'm more interested in why Claire thinks X was her property. But because that's the sorority girls and just girls in general, this new age is they write each other stuff like, oh my God, so gorge, you are so sexy, stuff like that. And it's not like it's just, that's the lingo, property of, think about all the sweatshirts that we have ever worn, property of Abercrombie and Fitch. I mean, it's just, look up maybe slang for that. I don't know. I'll think about it though. Hey, Boston, I have something I want to do for you. Mr. Papa. Oh, thank you. Lana is a boss. Best true crime channel out there. Yes, I am a boss, bitch. So it's Boston's birthday. And I have some Family Feud questions I want to ask her. I just want to see if she can get anything right. Let's see. Where'd that go? Thanks, Amanda. Appreciate that. Love this channel too. Okay, so check this out. Here we go. Boston, here it is. questions. Just want to see if you got any better over the days, Boston. You know what I mean? All right, Boston, here's your birthday questions. Give an expression that contains the word dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 answers. Hit me. Hit me with your measure. Again, give an expression that contains the word dead. Oh, thank you. Midge is helping you out. Midge is killing it. Did I miss Boston's answer? She's probably like, oh man, I'm half asleep, man. I'm over here modding. I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. There you go. I'm dead, guys. It's not even the top 8. Deadhead is. That's a good answer there. It's not on here. Dead or alive. Yes, that's up there. Wanted, dead or alive is number 1. Deadhead was number 2. Drop dead. Drop dead. Deadbeat. All you deadbeats out there. Dead end. Dead man walking. Dead zone. And my personal favorite, number 8, for some of you out there, dead as a doorknob. Flop. Here you go. Name something a husband might do when his pregnant wife yells, "It's time." Name something a husband might do when his pregnant wife yells, "It's time." Faint is number 3. Good job, BB Mom. He takes his pants off according to Gina. It's time. Yeah. Gina. Gina. Grab the hospital bag. Yeah. Take the hospital. Panic. Yes, that's it there. Yep. Panic and scream. That's number 1. Panic. Meat sweats. A frozen state is not up there, guys. Frozen state. Gets keys to the car. Gets the car, gets the keys. That's number 2. He calls an Uber. Faint. Number 4 is call family, yell mom. Start sweating, take to hospital, call 911. And then jump. Those are the things that are out there. Call mom. Yeah, call mom. A frozen stock phase. Yeah, that was not up there, unfortunately. Name someone who might know more about a man than his own wife. Name someone who might know more about a man than his own wife. This is my last one. There you go, Boston. This one's for you. Name someone who might know more about a man than his own wife. My favorite answer is secretary. His mistress. His mistress is number 3. His cat. Just kidding, guys. Church ladies. His right hand is not on there, Gina. His parents is number 1. His mama, yes, number 1. His mama. His best friend is number 2. His mistress is number 3. What you got, Boston? Get any of these? His sibling. His dog. Can you believe that dog makes it, cat doesn't? And his doctor. His doctor. His doctor. Name a reason you might not leave your house all day. Lana's Live is number 1. All right, guys. You guys are great. Mwah. Love you. See you guys maybe back here later. If not, Sunday, Monday, remember, I'll be dropping those episodes for you guys for the Moscow murders. Until then, take care. Happy birthday, Boston. And what else? What else do I got for you guys? Consider becoming a member of the channel. Consider tipping your bartender, aka Lana. Just kidding. And everybody be safe out there, okay? Be kind. And you guys all rock. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Again, kudos to Van Life. Van and Ban. That's like the little Van combo. So, all right. Until next time. Great live. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate that. It's all for Boston. Doing it all for my baby. She's as fine as she can be. All right, guys. Good night.